So the new Galaxy A54 is Samsung's new popular mid-range phone, and I'll admit, even though I do like the Pixel 6a build quality, I might like the Galaxy A54 just a little bit more. But which one of these is the best mid-range phone right now? Well, let's get started. Now, Google did send this Pixel phone over to review when it first came out, hashtag gift from Google, but all the opinions in this video are from me, and they don't review anything that I do before posting. Now, when it comes to the price, both phones were pretty much the same price when they were first launched, but obviously the Pixel 6a has been out for a while and as low as $299 several times, and I would expect the A54 to be on sale here soon as well. When it comes to the screens, you get a 6.1 inch OLED display with 1080 by 2400 resolution on the Pixel, 6.4 inch Super AMOLED display with 1080 by 2340 resolution on the Galaxy A54, and you get up to 120 Hz refresh rate on the Galaxy phone, only 60 Hz on the Pixel 6a. You can also watch upscaled 4K resolution on YouTube videos, and then at least full HD playback resolution on apps like Netflix. Sort of a toss-up on which one looks better in person, but I feel like they both have really nice contrast, and I don't think you can go wrong with either one as far as screen quality. It may just come down to personal preference. The other thing you'll notice when you lay these phones down, the Galaxy phone definitely rocks back and forth more, where the Pixel phone lays nice and flat. You can also use a micro SD card for expanded storage on the Galaxy phone, where you don't have that option on the Pixel. Now, if you want a phone with really good battery life, actually both of these are really good in my testing. The Pixel lasted over 12 hours versus 15 hours on the A54. So if you want the phone with better battery life, you'll want to go with the Galaxy. But personally, anything over 12 hours in my battery drain test has been at the top of the list when compared to other phones that I've tested. So you should be able to get at least a couple days with normal usage. Even better if you turn the screen brightness down, because I do test these at 100% screen brightness. Performance-wise, both phones come with 128 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM. I believe there are other versions of the A54 in other countries, but I feel like this is the only version you get in the United States, at least as far as I know. With the Pixel 6a, you've got the Google Tensor processor versus an Exynos 1380 in the Galaxy phone. And after running Geekbench testing, you'll notice the Pixel 6a is quite a bit more or better than the Galaxy A54, and that's in single core and multi-core scores. But where you notice a huge difference is going to be in compute scores. The Pixel more than doubles what the Galaxy compute score is. But having said that, I don't feel like you're going to notice a huge difference just doing your most basic stuff. Both are going to have plenty of power to do almost everything you would need, from multitasking to gaming. But if you want the phone with a little better performance, you'll want to go with the Pixel 6a. Then, sort of similar to the performance difference, I know some people may prefer the 120 Hz refresh rate over 60 on the Pixel, but to me that's not a big enough difference, and it may come down to personal preference on which one is better for you when it comes to gaming. I know in testing PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9, both phones can handle those games without any issues, and you really can't go wrong with either one. Software on these two are going to be a little bit different as well. Even though they are both currently on Android 13, you've got the choice of Google Discover or Samsung O left of the home screen on the A54, and then Google Discover on the Pixel. You are going to have a few extras on the Galaxy phone. You've got the Edge panels where you can customize shortcuts, and then you also have somewhat similar motions and gestures on both. I tend to prefer how Pixel phones do things a little bit more than Samsung, but it may just come down to personal preference. And then as far as updates go, the Pixel 6a should get major software updates until 2025, so it'll be on Android 15, and then security updates until 2027. Not sure if that's the end of the updates, but it sounds like this phone is still going to be available even after the Pixel 7a comes out. But the Galaxy A54 is going to have the slight advantage here, getting 4 years software updates, so it's going to be on Android 17 in 2027. If you happen to keep this phone that long, I know a lot of people upgrade every couple years, sometimes sooner. Now you've got the fingerprint scanner built into the screen, and in this case I feel like the Galaxy phone is definitely easier to unlock. It just feels a little more reliable than on the Pixel phone. Even though that one's got better with updates, I still don't feel like it's quite as smooth or as reliable as on the Galaxy phone. The speakers on these two are actually pretty decent, but in person, the speakers on the Pixel phone seem to be a little bit louder. Here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what they sound like.
Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. As you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Now the cameras on these two phones actually are going to be really good. I don't think you can go wrong with either, but to me, it's kind of hard to beat the results you get from the Pixel 6a. You've got a dual 12 megapixel setup on the back. I sort of like how they do their cameras in that visor style. Definitely makes it a little more unique. And then you have a triple camera setup on the Galaxy with a 50 megapixel main lens, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel macro lens. A little bit of an advantage for Pixel, you can go up to 4K 60 frames per second for video recording, where it's 4K 30 frames per second on the Galaxy phone. Here's a few samples of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. I might like the Pixel portrait photos a little bit better, but the good thing is you can get really good results from both phones, and it might be a toss-up for some people on which one has the better cameras. I know for me, I tend to lean towards the Pixel. Hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at these two phones from Google and Samsung. I feel like both are pretty good options. It might just depend on what you're looking for. I know for me, I'd probably go with the Pixel, and if you're looking for more phone and tablet comparisons, I've got a lot more of those I'm working on, so you'll want to look out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.